turn off controllers or restart.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I
maybe
haven't.
That's
that's
not-
terrible.
Hey
I
everybody,
swear
so
we
this
had
is
that
a
working not to, like, last week or
a
even
basis
yesterday.
stress
I don't
test to
know
see how
what's
many people we
changed,
can get
Unix.
into the
I don't know
lobby.
what's changed there.
Let's see if we can get
Yeah.
past the
That's
125.
why we need test code. Maybe I shouldn't force Butler to write all the test code.
So that's about it. It's gonna be just a little video,
How
just
crazy do you
watching
think
as
Butler
people
would
are
go?
continuing
I
to
think
join
he'd
the
go
world.
quite crazy.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, the exit button doesn't work.
See, currently 19 people in the
I
world.
guess you're stuck
it
here,
does.
Ness.
It does. It's
clicked
in the
on
big
it.
settings panel. It's the big settings panel.
Oh,
It just
big
exits the
settings.
menu.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what you call that?
I see.
Closing the menu.
I
Close, not
didn't do
exit.
the.
Oh, cool.
It was not me that did the UI,
Ah.
but I can fix it.
Oh, the skybox is so fucked.
Is it?
In the
Why?
mirror, yeah.
Oh,
On the
let me
mirror.
see.
Oh, in the mirror. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's projection. We gotta solve that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the
Yeah,
lake
yeah.
is also fucked from a distance.
Oh. Occlusion
yes.
It
in
looks
the
like-
mirror, yes.
culling?
No. Not
Yes.
from the mirror. No, just normally. If you go up there and you look at the lake in stereo, it's fucked.
Oh, do you think it's oh, it's probably the depth pass on it, because it's a.
Let's take a look. So I'll probably get into the habit a little bit more, releasing more regular videos and try my damnedest not to make long rambly videos where I'm just talking about something that I could probably describe in like 5 sentences and call it a day. But I have a really good tendency to do that kind of a thing. Let's see. Happy New Year, everyone.
I can't
This is
hear
the
you
beginning.
complain about me complaining about you.
Complaint. No, I was just saying that I wanted to see if my particle's working because I can't see them on myself for some reason.
Oh, when you look in the mirror, they're not there.
Ah, that's
No,
cool.
Like when I look down.
Well, there's a mirror. Is the mirror not good enough for
Oh, it
you?
wasn't working the other day, so yeah, I don't see them in the mirror either.
Has a smiley face. How'd you
Okay.
do it?
Oh, I don't see the
Oh, yeah,
particles
they
in
don't render in the mirror.
general.
I want a smiley face.
There's rich text support.
That's probably
There's rich text support on the text.
switch on my end.
Oh, this is like. I see.
What are we up
Yeah.
to already? 22 people.
Yeah, 23.
Ron, are you
like
performance
maximally.
monitoring us?
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking because I have a lot of micro starters.
Micro stutters
Yeah.
suck.
Check your logs.
Where are they?
No, you're getting microstutters is in voice, networking, or hits on this, like when you're moving, or just when you're not moving.
What can I
as
see
well.
the log?
So under settings, and then under console, and just see if something's spamming. I haven't checked yet.
Okay.
Nope, nothing spamming yet. My fixes have worked. Oh.
No, nothing is coming up.
Oh, have you got anti-aliasing on 8 times? Probably change that
Oh.
to 2x. Yeah, you're probably running at a really high render resolution and then timesing that by the anti-aliasing, which is probably not ideal.
Yeah.
I need to change the default to something that's not ultra on that one still. I've been too lazy.
No, it's already set down. The
Unix.
thing is, I'm
You're
running
running
at
today.
120 to 140 FPS, but it's like
So-
micro starters.
Yeah,
I also
well,
get
that'll be
purple
be-
frame
that,
time.
that can be because of the that can still be rendering.
Mm.
You can still be hitting the bandwidth limits and stuff. Unix, you're winning today with all the people, with the people picking yours.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
What? Are you able to check DMs? Sin needs a key.
Wow, you
Sorry. Also, hi,
wow.
Dylan.
She can also download a build in the meantime.
Also, hi, Dilly. How are you? How is your day? I'm sorry. Okay, I think he's
So far, so good. It looks like performance is just fine.
Buh.
28 people in the lobby. Still doing very good on frames.
So yeah, I need to be making like 1 million clones of myself, right? Okay.
I'm not going to be contributing to making a
Not
million
just
clones.
yet.
Because I'm recording it.
Yeah, it's
Soon
not
though.
happening yet.
I'm running an 800 by 600 with very low graphic settings, so I can try to handle it.
Unix, you're on very low. That's your issue with the water.
Oh, okay.
There's no depth pass on very low, so it doesn't have reflections, and therefore it doesn't render correctly.
Also, Dooley,
Yes.
the controller dead zone doesn't save. Like the slider always goes to the left when I close the window.
Yeah, I haven't used that feature.
I need to
In
use it because I
7
slightly
months.
drift on the right and left. So I'm
That's a
constantly
feature.
turning.
I guess for this week, that's a feature.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, why am I slightly twirling sometimes? And yeah, it was that.
Now you know.
The
Now you
UI
know.
keeps moving away from me.
What do you mean? Join the
I
Discord.
mean,
Well, that's 30 real people. We've got a few more to come yet. I don't know what we're missing. Strella, you suffered to
I
upload
got
your
it
avatar,
right,
see?
Oh.
Oh, hi Peach.
Hello.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Something's up
It
with
It
my
has been a
wrists.
while.
Yes.
Are they just rotated or bent or something?
Have you taken good care of Dooley?
I think so.
I've been trying my best.
Mm.
He's a rascal.
You gonna mute on Discord?
Are you gonna mute on Discord?
Okay.
I'll take you to.
There you go.
I am muted on Discord.
Good.
Oh, hi Star. What are you doing here?
Oh, the mirror
Really?
finally works.
Didn't know.
Why do I look like
Yeah.
that?
The
What
boob
the heck?
jiggles are really distracting.
Huh?
Was
I'm
it
gonna have to
Roblox?
mess with this Steam Audio stuff
What
because this
happened?
is really cool. This is
That's funny.
So weird when you
That's,
when
hiding
you
behind
Wow.
this
Try
fence.
something.
yeah. But I think you might have said
Why do I
something
look
as you
like
walked
that?
behind, so we none
Yeah,
of us heard
probably.
you.
Yeah. So like it is. This is
It works
definitely
too
like
well.
too much. This is too much,
Yes.
right? Like this is too much.
Yes.
But like,
Oh.
regardless, it's working. So like that's I want that I want
Yes.
to mess with. That's like
Yep. Hashtag Valve. Working.
Just
What?
halfway through. Perfect.
Yeah, it's just Half-Life 3 when? Yeah. Actually, they I hope the internal playtests are actually real. I'll be looking forward to playing it before I become 40 years of age in a few years.
Just play it, forehead. Wait. Wait
what game?
I'm sorry. I just realized something. Ignore me.
Wow.
Half-Life Alex is basically Half-Life 3. Just play it, forehead.
Well, it's more like Half-Life episode 2, 1, 2-ish. It's like somewhere between the two of them.
2.5 lives.
Yeah.
I want to be
Look,
cool.
Mom, I'm half
Hold on, how
body.
do I get up there?
Half-Life 2
Forgot.
episodes.
Is it over here?
Yep,
Oh, it's on the
Mom.
plant. No?
There we go.
One of these plants, I think. Is it this one?
Castle
Oh, what's up?
over here.
What's up, Drift? Oh, you just jump up there. God damn. Who figured that out?
Hey, Fia.
I'm a Billy Goat.
You're a
with
little
these
bit
games.
quiet.
I should probably close that mirror.
Is everyone really quiet, or are you really quiet?
Well, no, like I walked in here like nobody was talking. I can't tell if it was like...
Turn up your turn up your setting.
Yeah, your volume is a little bit low.
can
I
That's
can, like,
36.
drag the volume slider up the top, back and forwards.
Yeah,
That'll
but like
let you
actually
hear
good audio
at-
occlusion rather than like not good audio
for
occlusion.
the microphone.
Okay, you're just quiet for some reason.
I wanna play around with
That's
this
gonna
so,
be-
so
Your
that
GPU is what? You're a little bit
it's
quiet.
not just like it's not just like straight audio occlusion. It kind of fades out a little bit.
The analog fix.
The audio occlusion is really
Oh my
good at the moment.
God.
Which it's way too aggressive.
Am I
here.
loud?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes.
Like it's way too aggressive here, but like
Interesting. My microphone's normally really
I,
quiet.
I wanna
is
play
that
around with
better?
that. I wanna
Yeah.
figure out how that.
That's
Yes,
better.
okay. Steam settings worked.
My GPU is like
Yeah.
And then you can change.
You also know the
change
render
options.
resolution?
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's
because
been
there
how many
is
months has it
a
been?
Download
Six.
my audio occlusion like library. The reason I don't use it is because I don't want it. I actually don't want it to
Will
sound
says that
where like
It
there
looks
is
fine
like a
for
thing
me. I put it
between
to,
you and the person, and you just don't hear them, right? But like Steam Audio supports like that as you like kind of go
We
around.
love you too,
it
Thrill.
kind of
Okay,
fades
let's
out.
There you go.
So like
They say
could-
hi.
I feel like you could make it
Low.
like
render one is
a
made
Oh, nice.
plus
hard
multiplier
barrier.
by
which
There is a
is-
mirror
It's kind of
in
cool. I
one.
don't want to mess with that.
Yes, where is? Oh, there it is.
I don't want
It's a little bit janky, but it works.
Yeah.
Is my mic more
Right now, this is
acceptable
just
now?
hard occluding.
You
everything,
are
but
still
Yeah.
loud.
like halfway.
I never really got the one main setting.
You probably need to spend more time on the
Now,
audio.
Is this fine?
Which is cool.
That's a little bit better. It's still a little bit loud. Why does Unix have colored letters?
Well, why doesn't he? Is he not allowed to have that?
I don't know.
Unix.
That's pretty
How?
cool.
So, Julie, my microphone is quiet in every other app. Like it's an issue I've always had.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But then it
it's-
gets-
That's interesting. Peach's voice
So
became
it's-
louder
Oh my God, there's
all
so
of a
much noise
sudden.
happening.
It's
Is everybody
it's got to be something. Yeah.
is everybody
Your eyes
hearing
don't
Peach
render
being
in my
loud,
right
Does
eye.
something.
or am I the only one?
It's only some people.
Nice.
So I caught that in the recording. Oh, crash. Okay. Wonder what that was. I apologize for the coughing. Hanging out IRL apparently guarantee I'm gonna get sick. Alright, so it was just me who crashed. Wonder why I crashed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Diamond.
No, I'm just sitting in a beanbag.
Split. Well,
There'll be plenty more spikes to come.
Boy.
oh, you put emojis in your name? I need to put emojis in my name. I'm a little jealous right now.
Oh wow.
We had someone put the B movie script like a while ago.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Wait, how far
like-
does it go?
like
Does
it
it cut
load.
it off or does it actually
No.
do
Yeah, it will just go
nice.
forever.
It just
Same.
keeps going up. It like I don't do it, people though, because it does lag. Like
That is
seriously, it's
ridiculous.
Do you remember when? You remember back in the olden days of VRChat when they had the old nameplate and moderators could have like a tag after the nameplate that said, like, blood or whatever?
eyeballs are rotated.
Mm.
Yeah, Ewan
You look
made
very
that
scary.
one time.
It's
weird because
No,
it
no,
looks
no.
fine to me on the local view.
No, it wasn't Ewan. Someone had made it so that it would
is it eye tracking
iterate
No,
word
it's not
by
eye
word
tracking,
or
through
is
the
so
text of
it's
the entire
rotated to
B movie,
remotes.
like in real
But for
time.
local, it's fine.
oh my
which is-
goodness.
Which is strange.
Right, that's not
Sounds like
great.
something Fuzo would do, actually.
Oh, I remember. Ewan was mad that someone had done that.
Also still sounds like Fuzo.
Because apparently
I
the server
ran
got
into
a,
Ewan.
got a
Actually, don't know.
log
Is it
entry every time it
rotated in the
changed.
mirror?
Lamau. I ran into Ewan yesterday. Yeah, it was good to see him. It's been a while.
Hey, Maya.
Is that the
Who's Final Fantasy? Huh? Is it the real Final Fantasy?
Yep, in the flesh. The real Final Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Yeah, and second
Servers
thought,
right here doesn't have a name tag.
Yeah,
Now you
it's a
have a
bug
name
with
tag.
the.
No,
it's a
that's a
bug
bug
when you
for
not
the-
look at origin.
Oh, hey, Theo.
Have you
yeah.
still not fixed your
Yeah, I haven't fixed that.
Yeah,
yet.
I still haven't fixed it.
So if you look
Like,
up and
Jesus
like
Christ.
it shows up, but then your like
Need to look at
hair
school.
like gets like yeeted upwards.
I forgot this was going on.
Yeah, the hair. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Yeah, I'm
related-
excited that I actually
I think it's
managed
related
to
to
make
collision.
it to this. I wasn't entirely sure if
Unix.
I
I don't know.
would or not, because we're leaving
Unix,
to
that name
tag.
CES
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
But thankfully, our flight doesn't actually leave until pretty late, so I actually have plenty of time to still like do all the packing tomorrow before we go. Well, hopefully, I
Hera?
don't jinx it, but
Sorry.
Not
Oh.
yet. Calm
What?
down.
Oh.
No, it's
Oh, sorry, I was on my other machine. It has no
Oh, yeah.
no
What do you
speakers.
think
Uh,
of
not
Basis so far?
everyone's here
What?
yet.
oh, I love Basis. Basis is freaking amazing. Yeah, we tried it like oh my gosh, way long
I guess
ago.
you
I don't
can't hear me.
remember what month it was,
now I
but
can hear you.
sometime
I guess
earlier
because,
last
no-
year, and I just haven't made it to any of the
I just heard you
stress
say
tests
something.
or anything. It was just with
What's up?
Julie, Peach, and Thrall, and that was
That
it.
name tag's pretty gay.
Okay, nice.
Okay, that's interesting.
But yeah,
Nice.
things are so good. Also, it's good to see like so
I
many
just woke up, so I'm
familiar
not
faces
exactly
popping in here
conversational.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
this
trying to
might
look
be
up the
you.
data to integrate my avatar, but
I'm not in VR
Yeah,
today
you don't-
because
I can't talk to
I'm
you
on
behind
Image
your
Cam,
back.
my Steam Deck. So I'm playing this on Steam Deck right now.
Oh
Yeah, I can
shit,
hear
that's
you. You're actually
awesome.
much quieter now.
let's see how many
I don't
people
know
are we
if
up
it's
to
just
now.
No,
Yeah, actually,
We're at 54.
calm down. We're not there yet.
Somebody said
For
You
point of
were-
reference,
I swear
at
if you
55
you
people in
said
VR
that.
chat, I would normally never be at 88 frames, even in
My
desktop.
avatar. Oh, there's a little.
it's a thing. I mean, it'll take like 15 minutes.
Oh,
I mean,
I
you
think,
gotta, you
Are you
gotta
saying anything?
upload it somewhere. That's one of the things. Like I'm hosting this on my own web server. So,
Oh,
Huh.
I see.
I'm trying to
so,
see
like,
if everybody
Central
else's
CM
voices are
is
super
literally
low.
Shapiro.
Oh, so this is
Come
smart.
on.
Your
people
mic is
stuff that I
really
would
low,
do then.
or attenuation is
It's a
broken.
tutorial. It's not that hard.
It's kind of similar to VRChat.
yeah, I'm kind of looking at it right now.
Oh,
yeah,
Sacred,
like
you're
there's
so
because
quiet. I can barely
I got
hear what you're saying.
29F1
right now.
Super
open.
quiet.
It's saying drop
Isn't that super quiet for you?
basis into
I
the
think
project
so. I
folder
haven't
here.
really
No,
heard
I'm
much
assuming we're
about
talking
that.
about
I
the
heard him
client
say something
version
earlier.
of
I heard
those
him say
files,
Stromba.
right? Not the server
Oh,
files.
is that they're the one that said strong.
This is let's see,
Yeah, I can barely hear them.
There should be
up to
one that's
53.
you actually want the-
Keep
turned on the
talking.
mic.
Oh, okay,
Couple
they
of
are
people
talking.
left.
Yeah,
Hopefully should be
barely
better.
interpret that you're talking.
Not
Yeah, because
quite.
I
You see, I
had my
can hear you
project
fine
open
when other
here.
people are
I
talking,
opened
but
up
if
the
you
actual
people's
project.
mics are
I don't know. I
loud,
feel like
it's like-
everybody's
Basis
better.
into it.
I don't know. I
Not
probably just
the
have to like.
basis
I feel like there's
server,
been
but just
a-
vast
server, or is
improvements.
the whole thing
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
go in?
Have you tried deep
Better here?
frying your sound?
Yeah, I can hear you better over here.
Okay. Yeah, so
Huh.
like Unity, kind of similar. To
I
that.
have.
I feel like it's
I looked on
that-
the,
within acceptable ranges
Yeah,
now. Like
number one,
Equivalent to the
Discord.
descriptor.
Is that
yeah,
like I
honestly,
can actually
if I
play
were to
this
record
way
this,
with the
I have
voices.
to point to it with my
And
thumb.
then you don't
Uh,
Oh,
basically
man.
like create a bundle.
See if you want.
I gotta say though, getting sick the
Yeah,
last couple of days, like I haven't had a
No one will
I haven't had a
do
good
that.
solid
This
meal
will
in
make me
3
sound
days.
Better.
I am not feeling so
Okay,
hot.
good.
It's not a supported platform yet.
I love how every time I lag, my fingers turn into like
Yeah,
floppy
if you copy
noodles.
like the Quest controller layout, it probably would be the same.
Yeah, I definitely would need a hand.
Oh my
It'd
god.
be awesome to
It's loud.
try and get it set up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. but, like,
Obviously a
this-
little
this-
late for
Yeah.
tonight,
Alright,
so.
let me go
but-
ahead and open it as a
Yeah.
project.
But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I got mine in there.
Yeah, yours seems
so-
to work fine. So.
So
Cool,
one thing though is
thank you.
because
I think
so you
that's what
can't
I was
use
looking at.
any shader, because this runs on Unity 6 and URP, which is different than the render pipeline that VRChat uses. Apparently, Liltune mostly works. Poyomi does not. So I think for a lot of
add
stuff, I'm
project.
either using Liltune or like one of the built-in URP ones, and then for my hoodie, this was using some like more
guess
complex
adding
stuff.
it-
Let's see how many
So I had
people
to
we're up
shader
to
just
now.
to kind of, like, make my own shaders, like,
56.
Ah.
Alright, it's kind of
A little
slowed
more
down.
convoluted, but it
a little
works.
bit, but
Okay.
still it is an option.
Definitely, yeah. It's nice that you have way more customization because, like, at least in VR chat, you're very limited. Like, you can't do all the
Right.
fancy shader graph stuff.
Yeah, you actually, I think you
Well, you
can.
could do some of it, I'm sure.
You
I don't
can
know.
use
Thrill was
Amplify.
doing a whole bunch of shader things, but it's a little over my head.
You need a specific fork to use shader graph in VRChat.
Yeah, so for
And
shader
it's
graph, you
still
use
not-
like Z3Ys or something, and then
Yeah,
I think
Z3Y.
Amplify just works, I think.
The thing that's like truly stand out to me is VFX graph, which you can't use in VRChat at all.
Oh yeah, sure.
And that's like crazy. It's like
Is that
it's
what
like
you're
the
using for
GPU.
stars, or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the stars
So
look
it's like
great.
the GPU version of the particle system.
Cool.
Do a bunch of particles really.
Also, hey man.
Drift. What happened, man? You're default
Well, I feel
again.
like more people have different avatars this time.
Are you default avatar right now? Or are you not supposed to be? Didn't the Drift have an avatar a second ago?
I'm working on it right now.
Oh, okay.
Eric, what's with the giant spear hanging out of you?
Oh,
Is
nice.
something attached to it?
You're just a little
It's an issue
that doesn't show up in VR chat.
Ooh, got
It's
it.
that one
Okay,
of
so
the
58
vertices
right
is
now.
not 100% weighted.
And just for reference, the RTT is your ping and the
drag
STT is the
towards
one-way trip.
the object origin slightly.
One-way trip time.
Oh,
So in
I
VR
got
chat,
it.
they move the object origin so it's always under your feet. So I never saw it because it's only
Ah,
like
that's all helpful.
a couple percent. In basis just moves the hip bone, and so the actual object origin is at world origin. And so now I have a vertex that stretches itself towards world origin at all times.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
And I have not bothered to fix it because
Well, the post
I
processing
have
in
to
here. The like
give it
lights.
to do a
Your
little
mic
bit
is also
coming out of the
super
sunset.
low. You're hard to hear.
That is a basis issue. Microphone
Okay.
volume is just random.
Okay. It just sets random. That's cool.
Flashbang.
That's always fun.
You got like 3 different degenerate vertices or degenerate triangles there.
Oh, is that what the crouching does? It just like puts
Do you
in
know
the
what
ground.
it is
That's
that's
funny.
actually being pulled? What
It's like,
part of
I
your
know you
avatar?
for talking.
Yeah, it's a single vertex. I found it.
It is today.
I
It's
have
a what?
fixed version. It's a single vertex. It's just one vertex.
Oh.
Had,
I was
like,
about to.
with-
It's just a
okay,
vertex.
actually-
It's just like
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
the problem was the vertex had more than 4 bones weighted in
Yeah,
both
it just puts you in the
so it
ground,
just cut
basically.
off- It cut off one of those weights, but didn't renormalize.
Do you hear me?
He's in front of the tent.
Oh.
In front of the
Okay.
tent. And now we got someone running over there. Tent time. Come on. Peach, where are you?
I'll just stay
Okay.
here. We're at
You okay, Peach,
57.
later?
Not really.
It's running great at 57 people.
Nice, Air. Nice.
Oh god, you just made your
Thrill fear. Come on.
Okay, throw.
I throw.
I could have made it huger.
Well, look, we're twinning.
Yo.
I disappointed my VR chat nameplate doesn't show up anymore. It's like,
Where should I go? I don't know.
Shigori,
Anywhere.
anywhere
I
there's
had on
fine.
it just doesn't function for some reason anymore.
Alright, make sure you make the noises, honey.
Make the
Oh wait,
noise
that's the Steam noise. Click, click. Photo noise. Photo.
click, click.
That is impeccable.
Yep.
I am taking a lot of them.
I should probably share my
Look at
camera
me,
pretty soon so we can just
wow.
use the in-game camera.
Click, 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 click. I'm a photographer.
Wow, I feel so straight now.
I think I'm taking way too many pictures.
Okay,
There's never enough
it's
bits.
probably good if you've gotten like.
Okay.
I got like 50 now.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Okay, I think it's overacting. I think it's like 10.
Alright,
We're
you done?
now at 57 people on the instance, right?
Yeah, that's real. It's time to add some fake people. Oh wait, no, it's less because Era got a little bit ham already.
I mean, there's Louis.
Mel,
so.
looks like Mel has 2 or 3.
How do we
Going
launch
closer.
multiples without it like closing the Steam one down?
You need to use the zip
Just
folder
open the exe.
instead of the or
No, you don't
can,
need
you
a
can
zip
go
folder.
into
You
the
just
Steam
open the
directory.
exe directly. Yep.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
into the
but
Steam
when I
directory.
click on this exe, it closes down the other game on Steam.
Shouldn't do.
If I click on
Shouldn't do, because I was opening multiple times.
You need to use the exe, not the shortcut, not the Steam client.
Alright, spread out again.
Spread out.
Going crazy for the
We'll
shaders.
see it.
Getting hyped for CES.
Okay, so I guess we.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Wait, are you?
I'm also hyped.
Are you
So,
there?
For 50
Yep.
series.
Alright, got permission to start spawning clients.
Hello? Nice, beautiful pink nameplate, and before
Alright, let's see the chaos begin.
You know it, and it's gonna have bugs, and I'm gonna be upset.
Oh, it's because.
Oh, and it crashed again. I wonder what's causing that crash. Let's see. Well, it's all being recorded, so maybe we can spot whatever it was that caused the crash. Somebody switching avatars, possibly. Alright, get my ass back in here. Yeah, I think I was the only one who crashed just now. The poopies. The poopy jiggle.
Wait, how can you tell?
Okay, so POME should work.
I mean, my CPU is running.
Rah.
Numbers, gotcha.
What if it was like, dude, hear me out. What if
Okay.
it was two PCBs?
I don't know 6 that much.
Sandwiching the heat sink.
Oh, hey, you're on to
That's how you
something.
get the MacBook 2013, and it has heating pulse.
You put like this
Is there a
GPU
way to
on one half,
deafen,
GPU
one of
like
my
a shader
AMD
for the
drives?
new or like all the power stuff on the other side.
What the heck? It's the memories.
What?
Bring back dual
Stabby, you can change the setting on that one, and then do not open your settings panel in here, and you'll be good.
What'd you say?
You can change the setting on the other clients, like just you can change the, but then do not open your settings panel while in VR, else it'll apply it to you.
Open it
Apply
up
it simultaneously.
so that we can stress test it.
Or you can use your Windows sound panel to use your Windows sound panel to
quote unquote
turn off the volume.
Oh,
for
we're
the
at
other
90
Windows.
people.
Did you already do your?
Oh yeah, you're
flat
right.
shade in here?
92.
Yeah,
Hello, Miss Tabby.
Yeah, you got your flat shade in there. Nice.
What are we up to right now?
Well,
Yeah, I had an
that's
avatar in here,
93.
it's always
me
broken. I
out.
need to figure it out.
Sheesh. Wait, what? Huh. It happened when I opened the menu. Let's try it again. Interesting. I wonder if the crash is on my side or if it's something. Usually things are pretty stable for me though. Like, I don't usually have issues. Did anyone else here just crash? I don't. God. Oh, Jesus, there's so many people in one spot.
Computer, or do I need separate computers?
Yeah. No, you can just you should be able to open the exe up through the folder.
Alright.
Where it's installed.
So Dooley, I appear to crash. I appear to crash if I open up the settings
You
panel.
crashed?
I've crashed 3 times. I've been recording the whole thing, so we could probably catch whatever it is if you watch the video.
Just give me the logs. It'll be like some exception or something done.
I'll see ya. Alright, I'll try to get you the logs as well.
Yeah, I was just saying, my hands are not aligned, but boop.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, Zach, if you've got like any suggested
What
tutorials.
are we up to? Don't crash, don't
I was
crash,
gonna
don't
start
crash,
one
don't
by
crash.
Freya on YouTube, but if you've got any suggestions,
Hundred
where to start.
We're 106 now.
Also, cat like coding and the book of shaders are also really good.
Oh my god.
Like starting places if you want to just like go from 0
No
to
crashes.
figuring out shaders.
Yeah.
There's also
Once
a lot
over
of
100
good
players, that's when my
resources.
frame rate starts to
There are a
get
few GitHubs like
lower.
shader tricks and shader
125
knowledge
that still worked.
for that are like VRChat specific.
126 is what killed it.
I can like send you a list.
We're 110 now.
Yeah, if you linked up me, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yep.
will do.
I'm expecting quite a bit higher, but I
I'll do
don't know
it
by how much.
sometime tonight. If I forget, you can just
One
stand
in,
me.
and I can't see anyone on the fourth
actually,
client.
my frames are fine.
Thank you, much appreciated.
That will be network
Oh, no,
bandwidth
they're not.
probably, or something of similar nature. Just it might have dropped your setup packet.
I'll try again.
Hello.
What's up, Emma?
Hey, Three, how are you?
Trick.
Is your mic even
Yeah, let's see it.
if your mic is on, you need to go like this.
Your nameplate's gone. Is you TP?
AJ.
Yes.
Where are we at now? CPU 160.
Damn, sneaky.
I'm freaking glad that my computer can now
How many are we up to?
The Steam Deck is so laggy.
116.
I think my mic works. Oh my god, you're so laggy. Like,
oh,
you're 5,000%. Just explode the whole system. Make your mic like way quieter.
Okay.
It's not good.
You should also turn on
What was that?
the microphone
Hand
noise.
squeeze.
Oh, it's so good.
All right.
And if people can take photos, that would be great as well. I need stuff for the Twitter.
Like 10%. See what it does.
I can't open the camera.
In the settings.
One of my clients died, and then I just opened up to the other one and continue using that one. Yeah, we didn't get any of it.
Got a little bit of a lag spike there.
The Japan
quiet,
connection
you know.
potentially. Yeah. Your voice is gone. Boom, 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 boom.
120.
No.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some issues here at around 123. Big lag, big lag, big lag. Oops. Was that it? We got up to about 120. Alright. Was that everyone? That took us all out. You only got to 120. That was very interesting. I wonder if something's changed. Did anyone survive? Yeah. So everybody's coming down the hill.
Did we just have a world collapse?
Yeah, that was it. That was a.
Yep, seems that way.
Stab you the fourth at 20.
Amount as last time, I think.
How many was it?
It was like a
5 and then it crashed.
Oh, is it
then it seems to
125?
be code related or something?
I noticed pretty severe lag at around
It's like
120.
125, and I think if a 126 one joined, I think that's when it crashed.
Nice.
That's exactly what it was last time.
So I guess we already succeeded.
Oh my god, your mic.
Am I loud?
No, you're
Yeah, you
it's
sound like a
weirdly
Dalek.
robotic.
Very robotic.
Say
You sound like a
exterminate for
Dalek.
us.
Say exterminate. Say exterminate. There you go.
Exterminate.
Yep, yeah, perfect. Well, no, that
Or Squidward.
intonation specifically is perfect.
was
Say it like
Squidward.
that. Say that. Say exterminate like that.
Go like X.
That was perfect.
I
had one
So apparently you have to
Are you seeing
restart the
anything?
client.
Are you saying anything?
I hear you, 3. I hear
And
you. Be quiet still.
Congrats to the first Dalek on this platform.
I don't know what happened when you first talked. It's not too loud anymore.
Try changing your microphone and then changing it back.
Okay, yeah. Something sounds
that
really
sounds
bad.
perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Turn on your noise suppression. Set noise suppression to true in the settings.
Oh,
Let's see, I just got a message from someone asking about collaborating to add stuff to the 2 bases.
Hey, Castle.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
How's it going, Butler?
Okay, I turned on the micro.
I'm running at a great FPS now because I'm done baking lighting.
It's way better. Thank you.
You know we already crashed the instance, right?
Baking lighting. It's great for your frame rate.
On my internet.
Alright, let me move over to this side so I'm not... Alright, yeah. I say we go for round 2. Oh wait, I can't hit. I can't hit escape.
Or no, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, no, it's totally random.
Of course, you already have it in. I expect nothing less.
Of course.
Yeah. yeah, I was like, just run this low test.
Nice. I'll be default diamond for now.
Oh, you can still select between the.
There's
the
like 2 enemy.
So the avatars list all the way
Okay.
up and up. In desktop, yes.
No.
Oh no.
So many demons over there.
I'm slowly being surrounded by Nipsey 8 right now.
Yeah.
Why are there so many clones, people?
Yeah, as you can see, we're trying to break the server again and again. Hey, Tupper is here as well. Or is it just, like, messing around?
That's crazy if Tupper's here. What the fuck? I was not expecting all these people to be here. Not. I mean, I guess I was expecting maybe you'd see Throw or Fia, but
Okay, I get it now.
somebody's pretending to be Tupper.
It's so
Oh no,
crazy.
it's Tara, you gotta be.
It's not really Tupper.
We got Tupper, we got Pill.
I'm on the rock.
Hey, someone should add Ron as well.
So curious.
Oh, I think your mic is messed up. Are you on the Steam Deck?
You got Noe. Oh, who's next? Ron?
I should have been winking in the photos to show that I have face tracking.
So I have my my head wrapped around networking and API enough that I can explain it to
Working
others.
less on me, and then you find ways to break it.
Wait, who's got face tracking on?
And proper advice.
Oh, come on. That's not good. Don't fake identity it.
And I can definitely.
Yeah, that's probably not a great idea.
Yeah, that's like those names in particular are just like don't.
So the personal camera, you can get a really simple personal camera into a game like VRChat in a day. But once you start getting into the nitty-gritty details, it's that last 10% that it'll take
conflict that's worth it. So
90% of the project of that particular feature.
I would actually like it if VRPL was here.
I'll have to.
Oh yeah,
I may need to.
It's going to be Julie's branch. It's probably your best bet, but I didn't fix one of the bugs that I've shipped the build with. I need to get around to doing that. I fell asleep last night.
I see. No, it's fine. It's just I tried like I tried LTS and it kicked me out. So
Don't try LTS.
Julie, do you have moderation features to test yet?
No, not yet. That's what Butler's working on.
Sorry. Sorry. It's not my fault that Unity hates Nukem.
There's a lot of energy with this project. There's definitely something to this that's quite a bit, you know.
Look, if you're gonna do this,
I
can you
definitely
make it more complete? Can someone come in with Frixius and anyway, the main dev of I Chill don't Out, want to please? leave, but I think I have to because I have IRL plans. I have to shower.
Alright, got another one walking up.
Good luck showering.
I want to ask you more about everything.
I don't even know how many I have now.
You're free.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I cannot hear you over Centauri.
8, 9, 10.
So hear my power.
Army just talking.
Okay.
Which one is the Alpha Centauri?
I mean, to show some of my own plans and work purely.
Yeah,
Just
you
press
hit
V
for each one.
on, yeah.
Wait, how many
But it's
people are
not
we
so
back up to
funny.
already? I can't see. I have to actually close the game out.
Actually, are my
Oh yeah, thanks for the invite.
So if the game crashes, like, if you get bumped out of the game, you can't open up the menu anymore. It's a very curious issue. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see.
Super cool test.
Yeah. Alright. If you just get bumped out, you can't open up the menu anymore. How's it going?
Oh, I'm disconnecting. I have to go to dinner, but yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Let's see, are we going for the 126 again? The record?
No, we're done with the load testing.
Guess people are just having fun with it now.
How the fuck is this a thing?
Like, I no-showed the fight, and then like the first time this happened to me, I didn't know this, so I just no-showed the first fight.
I mean,
and then I
it
showed
works
up
fine with 80
for my
players.
return fight and said, "Oh, we cancelled yours.
Like,
we can reactivate it for 20
being
euros."
stuck at 80 players is
So I
not the end
activated
of the
it for
world.
20 euros.
Or limiting it to 100 players. Like 100 players is perfect.
Keep it on the Discord feed. You see, like.
I honestly don't have any issues at all. 80 seems like a kind of a random number. Maybe anyone who's watching this can
But if
correct
you
me
call
on
them,
this,
like,
but like,
either ahead of time or like right after you no-show, then they
Centauri's
should
a weapon.
reactivate it. I'm not sure.
Actually, no, Jacob. All my CPU
Who
cores are
invited this one? Was it you?
Is there a batcher?
Did they invite themselves?
Is there a
People
easy
like
way for me
invite
to
themselves.
like launch a bunch of clients for stress testing? If you want to help.
Just
Where-
launch them.
I don't want to do it
technically
now.
done.
Ouch! Fuck.
There should be a batch.
Batch.
You want them to auto connect? Is that the thing?
If I want to do
Yeah,
what?
I want to just like say, oh, launch 5 instances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so
Okay.
Be good to create a guide, I guess, on that one.
I bet you could make it auto connect and then make a batch file. and start
Do
to-
we?
Yeah, not too
Either
much.
way, I wanted to take a look at the project
Yeah.
this week because I'm really curious to contribute
Clemmy.
basis in my free time if there's
I'm
anything
struggling.
Yeah,
to be
it's
done for
pretty easy. You
new,
can play from the
new
other side.
contributors.
It's not
I
hard.
was going to ask because clearly I don't know how to fucking read, so I didn't know that there was like Steam keys and whatnot. I'm seeing a lot of people with custom avatars. Do we also have instructions?
I really
on
like
how to
what
do
it
that?
says.
You were holding down
You can look up
the
the
do
GitHub
have
page.
I didn't know about.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
sorry?
wiki for it.
No way.
So if you go to the GitHub page and then go to wiki, then you'll
Oh,
find
we
there's
do
an
have a
avatar
GitHub.
section, and then it's like quite long, quite good. Black Robe.
Oh, the more you know.
Oh my god, you did that on purpose.
Okay, so those aren't Neps's, so it's someone else's. I'm poking someone
That's
else
just-
to see if
that's
it's
just-
theirs.
Dog.
Nani?
How is the avatar handled?
I
by
got
the
I
way?
got 6 instances.
What's up,
going,
cat?
and my computer is pretty
Uh,
big.
What?
you host
I think if I open another one.
Okay, because I always wondered, right, if bases is
No, I'm just recording and
I was
watching
trying
the
to talk to you
chaos.
earlier, so I missed what you said.
So you
And also too,
I was saying I might have to change
good
my
data on a
avatar
CDN,
because whenever I
and that
look
CDN
down,
can be
I
hosted by
see
you,
your
or it can
boobs,
be like an
and it
industrial
makes me
one.
look like I'm like.
I wish there was a way I could
This is
select
the
you and just,
sensation,
like,
and it makes me very uncomfortable. Like
turn
I'm
your
looking
voice
down
up.
your shirt. My friend.
Well,
uses
what
it.
are you using for
I don't
the
have
avatar?
boobs
I'm assuming
IRL.
it's not straight
I
up an
know.
FPS.
I know, but like
It's a
this
bunch
is how
of
I know
different-
you.
I am gonna have to start
Why it's just
sharing,
I
like,
guess I'm having like one of those VR
the
chat
camera.
rooms
The
where
personal
it's
camera I
like
have is really good. Like, we
so
could have
I'm
just
talking
used
about
it.
association with my friends
ago,
being
so
the
avatars
The
are
only
like
thing is
avatar,
that
so
it,
it just kind of makes me like
I think the
uncomfortable, like I'm
resolution of
sticking
it
my
is
face in
is
your
stuck in
Yeah, they're not
boobs and
one
just, like,
setting.
this is the memory.
I can do all
Okay,
the
it's my
different
friend
settings
without
for the
memory,
camera.
if I got access to your
What's gonna
machine,
go
I might
or
make
just
a
download it
short video
themselves
to
because you
kind of
can
go over what
access.
progress I already have.
But in general, it's a lot better than it not.
Then just go into the cache, yes. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
no one can
Okay.
really
Does anyone
No
Sorry,
one
did Sammy say
can.
something?
Well,
they can
which
still-
is-
not
it's
in the
always
cache,
an- it's
in
always a
memory. So we
something,
only
right?
have the unencrypted version in memory.
What?
It's never on
was
Steam.
asking about
And
Japan.
how does it
I'm a
work?
bit scattered
Because
from
if
all
I
the
join
people.
a friend's server, where do
Yeah.
I
Sabby,
put
did you
the
say something
URL
about
for my
Japan?
avatar? On my menu, on my game, on my client.
Yeah, on your client. So if you open up
Is
Avatars,
I did notice
Up
that there
very
is a
top.
space for the link up there. So whenever I join a friend's server, that link gets sent to their server, so then everyone can see my avatar.
well, they'll get sent through their server to the end user. The end user then will request it. Yep.
So Avatar has already been handled. Because I've been trying to shill bases
What's
for a
with the
couple of
clones?
people, and I don't
What the
understand a
fuck?
whole lot. So they keep asking me questions, and I'm
spawning
like,
multiple clients to see if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can, like,
No, I
CC
get that feeling.
Well, I
Oh,
would
is
say,
that a glitch
have a
or
quick
a
look
feature?
at the
I can't
wiki
hear
and
you.
see if there's
You need to
anything that's
turn up
not
your mic,
clear yet.
Yeah,
or
Town
then-
is the one that
mic
made
down
it.
to like 150.
Settings.
nice, cool. All right,
Yeah.
I will take a
I
look.
want to try and make it as clear as possible. So if there's anything
no,
that's a
my
bit too
microphone is
vague
all
or is
the way
too
up.
technical and that can be simplified, let me know.
I will
Not-
piss you off
just-
a lot on
just ignore
Discord
the
then,
eyes.
because I did notice that the eyes and the mouth is also it's a little bit asleep. I guess he slept wrong.
That might be a me
Makeup
fault,
is not
not
quite
a
right.
Townie fault, but yeah.
I
have
have, you
a
know, I
huge-
painstakingly fix all the bone rotation and then Dewey
Oh.
does this on me.
Right.
Townie, did you ask that question yet? The one that you mentioned to me a while ago? 'Cause
Same
you
with the
said you'd do it
frontier,
over
there's,
New
like,
Year's. Did it happen?
This big
Oh,
empty
the which one is it?
anti-collision block.
The what, sorry? Oh, yes, I did.
The
Yes.
yes.
Oh. Oh.
No hands.
Huh.
No.
Hey.
No.
That person just jump up here. They just whole ass just
They were
jumped
from
up.
that before, and that really was the last of it. Because
Oh, okay.
Minneapolis has been suffering, and Minnesota as a whole has been
What?
suffering from a lack of stuff right now. It's all melted.
Oh, I've
Which
got
is-
messages being up.
Sheer
Don't
irony, because like
particularly have a
30
huge
states
fan
in
of
the US are
snow.
getting a blizzard right now, and
Fear not, my child.
I don't think we got more than 2 inches this whole winter. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
No, it didn't. Yeah, I've got a newfound appreciation for those who have to live.
That is true.
There's like actual just like line of sight for hearing.
Minus 20 Celsius. It's like,
Yep, Steam Audio.
I heard you drop something.
Yeah, it was the front cover of
the Avatar
index.
bundle. Was this
That's right, you can't hear people on the inside of the tent. If you're up top of the tent, you can't hear people who are inside.
Wait. Okay, at least it's not line of sight
You're
from
very
the front.
quiet.
Am I quiet?
Yes, you're very quiet.
Am I quiet for both of you? Or just me?
Yeah.
Or you can like change your volume to 150%.
Yeah, you change your own volume, you don't change others.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't select people yet. I'm thinking that there's probably a really easy fix where we can just like click on someone's name tag. Like if your name tag was actually a button that selects you.
Oh, but it'd be so funny if you just had to like physically move like a slider along their name tag. Like, oh sorry, you're a little quiet.
That would cause so many problems. People would get so
It would
upset.
certainly cause problems. Like, imagine if there's a tall person and a short person.
Yeah.
Just,
Also
like,
too.
jumping, trying to get your volume up.
How's it going, Cheeks?
Hello.
Yeah, Cheeks.
Hello.
Let's see.
I figured out how to finally get in.
Yeah. Let's see.
I was confused. I saw people talking about like Steam and shit. I was like, what?
So for some reason your voice is super low now too. I don't know what's going on with that. It's.
What's your volume?
I just set my microphone volume at 100. I don't mess my microphone volume anymore because I think it contributes to another problem. Is that it widens the range of people's potential voices, leading to some people being very fucking loud while some people are very fucking quiet. And
Do I sound fine for everyone else?
you sound fine for everybody else? Damn.
Do I?
Well, you're very quiet.
Okay, Cheeks is quiet. I'm quiet. I think I'm typically quiet anyway. At least I've had people tell me that I'm quiet in VR chat with this headset.
I just had something when I was looking at you. You sounded quiet, and then when I looked away, you got really loud.
What the? Okay.
Back to quiet now. I don't know what's going.
Steam Audio
Wait,
just be
yeah, you're
messing
right.
with us.
Huh.
Wait, what's right? What happened?
It seems if you look away from people, they become louder.
Can you talk for a second?
I'm talking.
It's true, yeah. What the fuck?
Wait, if you walk like backwards, they become louder?
If like
Steve-
over here talk?
Hello? Am I becoming louder?
It sounds like you're way more on a speaker. Like it sounds like you're loud on a shitty phone speaker if I'm all the way over there.
Let me hear.
Interesting.
It is, like it feels really weird.
There might be a collider here the Steam Audio's messing with. The Steam Audio is pretty weird. Forces us to build our worlds different and everything. We have to like get used to
It
like
was fine
building
last
everything out
time.
of materials.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cheeks, if I'll probably have to set something
But
up.
I love how it's also not all
But
objects. Like you can still
a lot
walk
of the
through
functionality
some,
that I
just
got
not
right
some of
now,
the bigger ones.
a lot of the
You
stuff.
become
that
extremely quiet now.
I'm a super
Yeah,
quiet
I'm like
now.
trying to like,
What?
get the audio working.
Huh. That's very strange. I don't know what's up with that. And maybe we're in here. There's probably a bunch of just colliders just sitting everywhere, and it's fucking with Steam Audio.
Yeah, I don't know how they did like the audio stuff.
Well, it's very specific about colliders. Steam Audio appears to really care about colliders. It probably doesn't have to collide with the player to block sound.
I don't know. Maybe.
You still can't hear me? All right. Thanks for that theory.
I'm sorry, I'm muting.
Yeah,
I think they're better.
What do I do?
On average, they're
Here, let me
better.
try rejoining.
For Mine's 8 materials, it's
I'm gonna
technically a good
exit and
race data
rejoin.
on the VR
Yeah.
chat platform.
I'm pressing the space.
I don't know what's going on. This guy's some kind of priority system or something. Now, I'm changing absolutely no other settings. I'm just rejoining. Right? Let's see what this does. Jesus, how many people are here? Are we over 100 again? It looks like it, but it's not. It's only 63 people. Jesus.
It's okay, me.
If it's client-side scripts.
Alright, how about now? Do I sound exactly the same as I did before, or am I different?
59, that's
exactly.
Hello?
So,
You can't even hear me.
Ryzen 9?
Like, I don't
Nothing?
Nope, still extremely quiet.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I don't know what
I mean,
that's
at this amount of people, that might be
the
because...
thinking is like.
I mean,
No,
think
but
it's
also
fine.
like
That's
there's
just
3090,
so the GPUs
What's your phone?
All of them over there are super loud.
So I have.
I don't even know like what that's gonna look
and
like.
I'm currently at 75 frames.
I
but
can
I'm
hear
using
them. I can hear people
running,
behind me.
at very low.
Wait, I just opened the menu somehow.
I can hear a person's
I'm
voice.
looking
That
at
sounds
my
like something else. Can you
So
check your console?
Celine, I can hear Celine.
All around worlds, but like maybe
Loud
I
and
open
clear.
console builder?
But you guys are like super low.
No. Yeah, go into settings and then console. I've just got to message someone.
What is going on?
right like
Comparison, I've got the game running on Ultra. I'm at 98 bits, which is my cap, and my CPU's at 42%. It's a i9 12900. Okay.
That bottled water sound.
But I think Silent's more active in the project. I just do technical stuff.
Okay, sorry, that did something weird. So
there is just
I
like,
muted
too much stuff
myself
to play
on the
with.
other
I don't know what I
clients
wanna
and
play with
stuff,
first.
and as soon as I opened the menu,
Thank
it
God.
synced my main one to all of those settings, and that was
God.
weird.
Alright, can you hear me?
I think it's
What?
just it loads the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, it's still the
it
same.
loaded the settings for the other sessions.
Yeah,
That
Turn
was
on my
weird.
music
after closing the application.
What did you say?
Hey.
Alright.
You're looking very strange.
Yeah, I walked into the
What's up
queue a
with that?
second
They were
ago.
running on the same.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
wonder
not
if
an
Steam
active
Audio
developer.
is
I'm just
cursed.
hoping to
And we're fucked.
curate some of the
I'll have to
Discord
fix Steam Audio.
and mix up stuff.
Do you know if they do have plans of
resolution
overhauling the?
Does anyone
iPhone?
use Steam Audio in their games?
Someone walked
right
like
now?
the.
It's like a dumb
fucking
question.
halls.
Absolutely.
It was
Are we like the only people using
Maybe
it?
that wasn't.
No, there was
You
no
can't
one.
hear a word I'm saying.
Oh,
God damn it.
great.
Getting surrounded
At
with
least audio is good.
Alright, let's go super far away so that like nobody else is even anywhere around.
I can hear now. I can hear you now. You're so quiet, but I can hear because nobody else is talking.
Okay, well, what the fuck? How are we supposed to deal with that?
I mean, it's obviously like I'm assuming they have some kind of like sound system where they're trying to implement like proximity chat, but obviously there's some fucking issue.
Oh no, I
don't
can
know
walk
how
you
it's
through it.
integrated.
I can walk you through it what the sound system is like. I just don't know the inner workings of Steam Audio, and I suspect there's something going on there. However, this is exactly the same problem that plagued Chill Out VR for like a year plus.
Oh really? So it might be something to do with Steam's audio system if they're using like an integrated audio system.
I don't know. I wonder if they still have the problem. I remember getting so frustrated with Chill Out VR because like it went on for like a year long, like, and I just gave up. But basically, like, we would be talking to each other, and our voices would start getting lower and lower, and then we'd have to basically be like this in order just to even fucking hear each
Just, like,
other. And then
whispering
somebody
each other's
all the way
ears.
across, some like super far away, is like la 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 la, and I can't hear you anymore because they're so loud.
Yeah.
And Chill Out VR had the
That's weird.
same thing.
I've worked on 2 different Unity-based multiplayer systems with voice chat, and I've never had this issue. Let me see if there's like they have their.
By the way, I should disclosure. I've been recording the whole thing. Like I every time there's a basis test, I like to just make a video out of it.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot to
I wouldn't say
mention
anything.
that, but yeah. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I could look at the. Let me look at their what is Unity Opus? That sounds like an audio thing. No.
It's weird that we're having the same issue.
Yeah.
It almost seems like it's maybe something fundamental with Unity. Maybe it kind of points to a really weird issue. I wonder what VRChat's done to solve the problem, because they definitely have solved it. I never have that issue in VRChat.
I've never had this issue with Unity before, because like, I've created multiplayer systems, or like two different multiplayer applications that had audio specifically, and I never had this issue. But I don't think I ever used like they're using Steam Audio. I don't think I ever built anything with Steam Audio, so it could be something to do with that.
I think Steam Audio is pretty like new, even though it's been years. You know, it's existed for years. I think it's still kind of, because like I don't usually see that even in like advanced first-person shooters and stuff like that. Like, did Half-Life Alyx have it where like people's voices are occluded through walls? I don't know. I think like
it looks like they're using a library called rnnoise.net, and it's a noise suppression library, or it says suppression library. I don't know if it's specifically for audio.
I know that when they instructed me, I forget what it was that explained it, but okay, it's the way the tools are set up. You put a component on every object that determines what type of material that object is made out of. So in Blender, you want to have your wood floors be, marked as a separate mesh and have it be wood. So you have like wood floor, and then you have cement wall, brick, and it has like all these different categories. And you want to separate all those meshes so that they can have a component on them that you then compile. You do a process where you compile it, and it handles all of the voice occlusion stuff that way. I guess maybe breaks things up into a BSP of some sort, or I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a Unity issue. I think it's something to do with one of these like third-party packages, because they're using rnnoise, rnnoise.net, and then they're also using Steam Audio. It probably has something to do with this rnnoise package, because there's a denoiser.cs file. Let me open the Unity project.
Really positive sign that people are still wanting to just chill here.
Oh, is like the event officially over?
Yeah, the event ended after the first crash that took out the lobby.
Oh, got it.
We got to the same number.
Yeah,
it was 126. Honestly, I'm not even sweating about that. 100-player lobby, in my opinion, a 100-player lobby is a perfect size lobby. And if you need more, then just make it so that we can dual lobby easier. And Basis does it very well, where you can just switch lobbies. Because Basis doesn't decouples your server and the world asset bundle are decoupled. So you can still be in the same asset bundle for the world, and you can swap servers on the fly in the current implementation of Basis, which means that we could potentially just stack like 5 servers if we needed to one day, and like, and just cap it off at 100 players. I'm 100% fine with that. It would be nice to have 200-player lobbies and stuff like that, but I think that there's UX issues. I've brought it up many times before. I feel like once you start getting a little bit too far, like, okay, here's an example. Imagine a scenario where, because I'm planning on adding stickers, just like VRChat has stickers. That's one of the things I'm going to add to Basis, right? Well, 200 of them, 200 stickers, like the world's going to look like it's covered in, it's like either the world's going to be very large or it's going to be graffiti everywhere. Like, I don't even want to think about the memory usage of that. Like, even with 100 is pushing the boundaries, right? Like, it starts to get a little bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of other things too. Like, if you want to find your friends, like, I guess. How many people can you talk to at a time? Like 2 or 3? I don't know.
It would be cool if, since they have it decoupled, it would be cool if you could just like quickly spin up your own, because like the issue I have with like VR chat is, right, like if you're in a world and you want to join your friend's instance, you have to like unload and reload the world, which like that's not how networking like I don't know, like you shouldn't have to do that with how networking works. Like you should be able to just like despawn everyone and respawn everyone.
That's exactly how Basis
in
works.
the new instance.
Yep.
Okay, that's sick.
Yeah, so Basis out of the gate, like right away, that was one of the first things that got my attention. I was like, wow, you mean so for like a really big event? You know, like Schism's throwing some banger or something like that, and they got like, you know, it's a 5 lobby thing, and you just walk up to a little panel on the wall, and there's like 5 different lobbies, and they're all just sitting right there, right? And you know, like this one has 5 of my friends, this one has 6 of my friends, this one has 0 friends, right? And then you can just pick the one that you want to go to, and then you go and you click the button, and then you click the button, and then everybody despawns around you, and then the other lobby's population spawns around you while you haven't even changed the world at all. It's absolutely doable. We haven't tested it yet. I'm sure that there's going to be some kind of a new problem. That's one of the reasons why I want to try to get 2 servers instead of just 1 when I'm testing stuff. But like the stuff that I'm doing right now is a personal project I'm calling a Darknet, VRU Darknet. And I'm going to be kind of trying to use that as a way to kind of like really actually test this stuff and see like how effective it is, and see what kind of new bugs I can find. So it'll be every Friday night, but I don't know yet. See, like I have conversations with you, right? And all the stuff that you just told me, right? You're like seasoned, you've worked on games, you've shipped probably multiple games in the past. Like it makes me wonder if I need to like pump the brakes on my own project a little bit and be like, okay, let's see where this is going, because
yeah, I mean, like, so I've started the development of something like this in the past, and I'm so glad to see that somebody like followed it all the way through, because after like a week of developing it on my own, I was like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. So there was like Dooley, that like it's so sick. Dooley reminds me of like Fruitius, just like the amount of motivation they have with like their own social VR stuff. But like an open source system like this, like I basically since 2016, ever since I started getting into VR and like specifically like finding social VR, like multiplayer VR games, I've wanted to see something like Garry's Mod come out where there's like an API, there's like a framework and a foundation to build upon, but ultimately, and then like there's also a kind of like global/universal login system so that you can flag servers as like trusted, untrusted, like risky, sketchy. You can like ban people and whatnot if they're like malicious actors. But like ultimately, you should allow people to create their own worlds with their own scripts and their own custom code. And it's going to kind of be a trust system where, like, if you want to go to an event, it's going to be hosted on their own servers, with their own code, and you're going to join, you're going to run the application, trusting the people that they aren't going to execute anything malicious. And even in Garry's Mod, there's some servers that like executed stuff maliciously, and it's like it happens. But at the same time, it's going to allow for way faster development cycles for individuals that have like the experience of Unity developer, and so
I think
I'm super stoked.
I think one of the things, because I'm planning on just taking full open source pill on this, and just like, you don't really have to trust me. You can just audit my code. That is the code. So like you could just look at what I've got, and you don't have to trust me. You can just see what I'm running with. And
yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. That's why open source is so good. Is like, if you want to run a custom event or like a custom server for an event, you can just host the event or the build on GitHub and be like, this is the latest build. This is the build we're using for the event. You can look at the code if you don't trust anything we're doing.
Yeah, I think it works in a very. I think it works a lot better in a trustless environment. So it's kind of that's kind of my take on the whole thing right now is that for anything that I'm doing with Basis, if I can drop in all the functionality, because like it's always been little things. It's never been like massively huge issues. Well, but it's always been like annoying, like tiny things. It's always been like if we don't have those kinds of problems, it eliminates like 90% of the problems um, that mods fix for VR chat, right? Like
Right.
avatar culling, stuff like that, right? Like we have been in an environment where it took the actual devs an extraordinary amount of time in order to just add these features. An open source environment for a social VR setting just completely eliminates that altogether. Like, so to me, it just feels really good. Like, it, this eliminates the biggest problems that I've had with the space. It rises up new problems. Like, for example, we still don't have a way to actually like log in credentials and stuff. I don't know how the hell we're gonna solve that. I know that Butler's been working on it, but like I'm not really seeing a lot of progress on that front yet. It would be really nice to be able to be like, okay, you know, this is my this is my account. I have ideas on how I want to do it for my own stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But if it's possible at all, what I would like to do is just drop as much functionality as I can, and just like have a way to kind of just like anytime there's like somebody asks for something randomly, be like, hey, can you make the camera, you know, scalable, right? You know, the personal camera scalable, and I can spend an afternoon and just make the camera scalable and upload the code. Like that alleviates so much. Or if I don't do it, someone else does. Can you imagine? It's like we're not even playing. It's not even the same situation anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also like, one thing that like has always been driving me up a wall too is like obviously we use VR chat sometimes for Peppercast events, and there's like the one thing that always drives me up a wall is we've been in talks with like VRCDN a lot in the past with Jazzy, and you know we kind of like a couple of years ago we were like, hey, you guys should really switch over to WebRTC. Like WebRTC gives us like way lower latency for audio, and like that's what we need. We would love to use your systems for our events, but like right now we had to use other third-party systems just because they use WebRTC and we needed like that 10 millisecond latency for audio. And they eventually switched over to WebRTC, but then what we discovered was the video players, like there's no way to like, well, at least at the time, we couldn't find a way to get the audio playing unless it was through a video player. And the video player itself within VRChat like added more latency, and we need like as low of latency as possible to get the audio to the dancers so that you know they can react as soon as possible, and then we can get their motions back to the IRL venues as fast as possible. And like that's still an issue that we're kind of like facing, where we have to use these like basically we have to use these external audio systems, and we have to have the users or like our dancers listen to these external audio systems outside of VRChat, when it would be like way easier if they could just listen within whatever application they're using. Like that's one thing that I'm super excited for Basis is like I know how to get, you know, WebRTC audio systems working within Unity really fast, but that's not something I could implement in VRChat because I'm limited to their like, you know, their API, and so like what they allow and don't allow. So I feel like using VRCDN within Basis. I don't know if Basis actually has like any
my version of so the VRU Darknet has a video player that's fully functional, but only okay. So when I say fully functional, I mean it doesn't support YouTube or Twitch.
Okay.
But it supports the VRCDN. VRCDN works just fine with it, which means that we're able to run events. And with the functionality that I currently have right now, I'm literally only maybe a couple of small tweaks and features away from having like a pretty solid first event in January. So I was expecting that I'd be able to get something in late January and then start. So what you do is you build momentum. You run an event that's only supposed to be 2 hours, and you run it at every Friday night. And then you get people used to the idea, and then it builds momentum so that they keep coming, they show up. You know, maybe they only show up for 2 DJs and they go back to VR chat, right? But that's just the idea.
Right.
And we just keep doing that and just keep it nice and steady. And that kind of environment will make it so that a lot of people will come in that aren't just the dev-minded people, the ones that are going to give us the real complaints, like, oh, why don't we have this or that, or maybe some new bug or whatever.
Right.
We're very close to being able to just reach that. I only need to do a few more things in terms of the functionality that I'm currently working on right now, and maybe set it up as a branch or figure out what works best for Dooley, because the features that I'm adding, personal camera, which works perfectly fine right now in desktop, but does not have pickup support yet. I don't have pickups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once I get pickups, then I can get it working in VR. Right.
Do they not have pickup support in the application at all?
They do now, but
okay.
It's stuff that I don't have access to yet, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's like pickup functionality is something that I've worked on at like 3 different companies.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, well, shit. If they need help with
maybe
that,
you could
like,
actually dig in, because they literally have a thing right now. I could ping you in it.
Yeah, there was like that's basically what I worked on for like 3 months straight at one of the first VR like health tech startups that I worked at.
Oh, it doesn't look like. Okay, it doesn't look like you're able to even come into this one. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just joined the server today. Like, I literally got pinged about. I didn't even get pinged about the event. It was just somebody from Peppercast like pinged me and was like, "Hey, have you seen this? I know that you were like looking for open source like social VR and like talking about creating your own social VR platform specifically for like private events." And I was like, "Oh my god, this is exactly what I've been looking for years."
Yeah, this like the biggest, scariest thing about the functionality of Basis is whether or not we're going to get somebody who's really, really, really good at producing full body IK. Especially for the case like Peppercast, like it's an absolute.
Guess what? I have experience in that.
Are you serious? Holy shit.
Yeah, so the first health tech startup that I worked at, specifically it was a chronic pain treatment health tech startup, and so we had to have full body inverse kinematics, because what we would do is we would hook up people that had missing limbs, so like they had like phantom limb pain, right? They didn't have their left arm, but they felt pain in their left hand.
Yeah.
And what we'd have to do is we'd have to hook them up into like hyper accurate full body IK and make it so that like we had to do like there was a bunch of like psychological things that we did, but like one of the most important things was getting that full body IK super accurate, because if it wasn't super accurate, then it like you would get this uncanny valley that would pull them out of the experience, and the purpose of the experience is to trick their brain into thinking that the VR arm that they are technically missing is their real arm, and like having them do everyday tasks within VR that they would normally do if they had their left arm was a way to like retrain and like trick their brain.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can move.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can move my arm without actually feeling pain, even though they don't have the arm.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that for sure. God, that's really cool. Yeah, there's two big. That's one of the two big things. Full body IK, that's really solid. Obviously, face tracking, very, very important. But what we need, so like really good IK is one, and then two, a really good solid system for us to do logins, because we got avatars, we got almost everything. Everything else is gravy. Those are the two big scaries. Those are the two big scary ones. We locked those two down. Everything else, like shit, like give me, like I could probably just sit here adding features for the next 6 months, and we'll have like more stuff. Yeah. Like I don't know, like
so
everything else works.
So one thing that I've always wanted to see too, and this is something that I would absolutely love to work on for Basis, is at that health tech company, what we did is we created a IK like for the inverse IK, we created a skeleton system, and the skeleton system was composed of 3 different skeletons. So each user had 3 different skeletons attached to their avatar. There was the raw skeleton, which was just the raw data coming in from the trackers, whatever hardware you had hooked up. And then there was the augmentation skeleton, which was given the raw skeleton, how are we going to modify like that movement to like smooth out movement and make it so that you don't see like the little jitters and stuff that occurs from
for interpolations.
Like common tracking issues when it comes to both like image processing tracking and the like Vive laser grid tracking. But then on top of that, you could also, for the augmentation layer, you could also do things like for this health tech startup, what we did was like, we'd have the user move their right arm and the avatar's left arm would move. So it was like you could do things like mirroring, you could do things like make it so that if the user rotated their shoulder joint like 80 degrees, their arm in VR would only lift like 50 degrees or something like that. And so you can do a bunch of stuff. And then the final layer was basically what was rendered, and we would do a little bit of tweaks to the augmentation layer on that final layer that would allow for things like smooth transitioning between animations and IK. And so like you could basically make it so that you would animate the right arm and the user could still be moving their right arm even though the final layer would have an animation playing. And then once that animation finished, instead of like having this really weird abrupt snap, like we would make it so that it would slowly lerp back into position of the augmentation layer to make the to give the illusion that there isn't any weird magic happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think having multiple skeletons sounds like a really effective way to handle a lot of issues, because then you can apply slightly different rules to each of the different skeletons, and like the final skeleton that we actually see is the one that's most is closely simulated to a realistic movement.
And the thing is, like, there's going to be the people that will build out the different functionalities that you can have for each skeleton layer. But ultimately, what you're going to have to do is, like, you'll just create you'll create scriptable objects that people will just attach to the layers. And then, if you have an avatar and you want it to have specific functionality, it'll, like, people won't need to know how to, like, program this custom functionality for each skeleton layer. Somebody will have to, but once it's already integrated, in order to toggle it on and off, all that like the end user will have to do is drag and drop these scriptable objects for a specific functionality that they want within their avatar, and then just modify a couple values that are already like pre-filled out.
That's very interesting. I'd have to see it, but I mean that sounds. I wonder if that's what VRChat's doing. I wonder if because Chill Out has like an interpolation system, but they might just be doing just a straight raw interpolation on a base skeleton. I've never thought of the idea of having multiple skeletons. That's interesting.
Yeah, because the 3 skeleton idea is like you basically have the raw skeleton, which then you can think of it as like.
Have you talked to Dooley?
It's like the raw. I have not talked to Dooley yet.
Okay, we should go do that because. Is he still here? if we can.
I just discovered this like 2 hours ago. So.
Okay, so Dooley's that is absolutely the mastermind in this.
Yeah.
I think Dooley's still here, yeah. We could mention to Dooley that you have experience with IK.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Dooley, we might have somebody. We have
Are
somebody
you
here
roping
with
in people.
Yeah, I'm roping in people.
You're more than welcome to look at it.
God damn it, I'm
if you'd
still
like to
sick.
look at it.
I can't laugh that hard.
What are we looking at? We're looking at you?
Oh.
Let's take a look.
I'm a little crooked.
Nice pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have shorts and pants at the same time.
Don't get paid enough to deal with people.
I will, however, convert my shirt over so that people have more choices in this little team.
Oh boy.
That'd be lovely.
I have something in between.
You see that?
already.
Roping people.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn it, I can't laugh.
Called Skull Shade.
I
Could you
hate
call
my
it Skull Tune?
lungs right now.
Because I need to be like
planning
little
on making a 2.0 though, which is
I think your voice is getting
actually
lower and
to
other
add
people's
stuff
voices
that
are
I
getting
added
louder.
from,
It's so weird.
Oh yeah.
My project exploration thing, the Unity 6 stuff that I've been doing, except for that shader in specific though is deferred. Is deferred forward plus, which you might want. I probably should
I don't know
convince
if we
you
can
into
even talk
using that
over here
instead
because
of
their voices are so much louder
forward
than ours.
plus or forward add.
Yeah,
or forward.
We're
or
using
whatever.
Forward Plus.
I don't understand.
It is forward plus, but is it deferred forward
Yep.
plus?
No, just Forward
There's
Plus.
a
You don't want to
slight
use
difference
deferred.
with deferred forward plus.
Huh.
What
It
you
might
don't
be.
get,
We can
It's
talk to
forward,
delete
it's
a bit.
Forward
Use
Plus
deferred
from whatever
because of
unit is. You might want.
When I first spawned in, I didn't realize that you could crouch in this game, and I accidentally hit C, and I was like moving around. I was like, why am I so slow? Oh, I'm laying down. That's why.
Let's see. I think I can go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and end this this video here and everything like that, and I could show you what progress I have and what I have on my side of things. I have to kind of do an update anyway to kind of show you know what I've been doing. So, but all right. Let's jump into the Discord channel.